Hello, Englisheras. My name is Alapril Mabanes, and in this video, let us learn one of the topics under the Learner and Learning Center trends, which is the project-based language learning.
But the question is, what is project-based language learning? The National Foreign Language Resources Center, or NFLRC, of University of Hawaii defines project-based language learning as a transformative learning experience designed to engage language learners with real-world issues and meaningful target language use. It is through the construction of products that have an authentic purpose and that are shared with an audience that extends beyond the instructional setting. On the other hand, according to Association for Language Learning, project-based language learning refers to students designing, planning, and carrying out an extended project that produces a publicly exhibited output, such as product, publication, or presentation. Projects are designed to build knowledge and develop skills, to incorporate language learning and intercultural understanding, and to connect learning to real world. In short, project-based language learning is an instructional approach designed to give students the opportunity to acquire the deeper knowledge and skills through engaging projects set around real-world challenges and problems. Let us proceed to the descriptions of what teachers can accomplish in the classroom using the project-based language learning. First, project-based language learning is curriculum-fueled and standards-based. It addresses the required content standards, where the inquiry process starts with a guiding questions and lends itself to collaborative projects that integrate various subjects within the curriculum. Questions are asked by the teachers that direct students to encounter the major elements and principles of a discipline. Second, project-based language learning asks the questions or possess a problem that each student can answer. This means the teacher or the students pose a guiding or essential question. For example, what lessons in life would you learn from the story of Romeo and Juliet? That is why, according to education researcher Sylvia Chard, the classroom is a place where people can live a fulfilling life together as a community of learners if needs and concerns are appropriately expressed. Problems can be discussed. Support, encouragement, and models can be provided by both teacher and peers. Where expectations for children's learning are high, it is important that the social interaction itself is designed to facilitate learning. Third, project-based language learning allows students to delve into content into a more direct and meaningful way. Recognizing that learners have different learning styles, concrete and hands-on experiences. Field trips, experiments, model building, posters, and creation of multimedia presentations are all viable activities within the project base and present multiple ways for students to demonstrate their knowledge. There is no one right answer. Fourth, project-based language learning asks students to investigate issues and topics addressing real-world problems while integrating subjects across the curriculum. By creating bridges between subjects, students view knowledge holistically rather than looking at isolated facts. Education scholar Sylvia Chard says on her project approach that it is in-depth investigation of a real-world topic worthy of children's attention and effort. It means you can't tear students away from their schoolwork when it involves in-depth investigations with real-world applications. And fifth, project-based language learning fosters abstract, intellectual tasks to explore complex issues. It promotes understanding, which is true knowledge. Students explore, make judgments, interpret, and synthesize information in meaningful ways. This approach is more representative of how adults are asked to learn and demonstrate knowledge. Why is project-based language learning important? So here's the reason why the project-based language learning is important. First, project-based language learning helps students develop skills for living in a knowledge-based, highly technological society.
The old school model of passively learning facts and reciting them out of the context is no longer sufficient to prepare students to survive in today's world. In fact, students need to have both fundamental skills, which include reading, writing, and arithmetic, and 21st century skills such as personal and social responsibility, planning, critical thinking, reasoning, and creativity. Strong communication skills, both for interpersonal and presentation needs, cross-cultural understanding, visualizing and decision making, and knowing how and when to use technology and using the most appropriate tool for the task. With this combination of skills, students become directors and managers of their learning process, guided and mentored by a skilled teacher. Next, project-based language learning and technology use bring a new relevance to the learning at hand. It means bringing real-life context and technology to the curriculum, where students are encouraged to become independent workers, critical thinkers, and lifelong learners. Teachers can communicate with administrators, exchange ideas with other teachers and subject area experts, and communicate with parents. Project-based is not just a way of learning, it's a way of working together. If students learn to take responsibility for their own learning, they will form the basis for the way they will work with others in their adult life. Third, project-based language learning lends itself to authentic assessment. Authentic assessment and evaluation allow us to systematically document a child's progress and development. Project-based encourages this by doing the following. It lets the teacher have multiple assessment opportunities. Next, it allows a child to demonstrate his or her capabilities while working independently. It shows the child's ability to apply desired skills, such as doing research. It develops the child's ability to work with his or her peers, building teamwork and group skills. It allows the teacher to learn more about the child as a person, and it helps the teacher communicate in progressive and meaningful ways with a child or a group of children on a range of issues. Fourth, project-based language learning promotes lifelong learning. It is because project-based and the use of technology enables students, teachers, and administrators to reach out beyond the school building. Students become engaged builders of a new knowledge base and become active, lifelong learners. And project-based teaches children to take control of their learning, the first step as lifelong learners. Fifth, project-based language learning accommodates students with varying learning styles and differences. It is known that children have various learning styles. They build their knowledge on varying backgrounds and experiences. Project-based addresses these differences because students must use all modalities in the process of researching and solving a problem, then communicating the solutions. When learners are interested in what they are doing and are able to use their areas of strength, they achieve at a higher level. And last, research supports project-based language learning. A growing body of research supports the use of project-based. Schools where project-based is practiced find a decline in absenteeism, an increase in cooperative learning skills, and improvement in student achievement. When technology is used to promote critical thinking and communication, these benefits are enhanced. Now, let us learn the elements of project-based language learning. 1. Key knowledge, understanding, and success skills. The project is focused on student learning goals, including standards-based content and skills such as critical thinking, problem-solving, collaboration, and self-management. 2. Challenging problem or question. The project is framed by a meaningful problem to solve or a question to answer at the appropriate level of challenge. 3. Sustained inquiry. Students engage in a rigorous, extended process of asking questions, finding resources, and applying information. 4th,
Authenticity. The project features real-world context, tasks and tools, quality standards or impact, or speaks to students' personal concerns, interests, and issues in their lives. Fifth, student voice and choice. Students make some decisions about the project, including how they work and what they create. Sixth, reflection. Students and teachers reflect on learning, the effectiveness of their inquiry and project activities, the quality of student work, obstacles, and how to overcome them. 7. Critique and revision. Students give, receive, and use feedback to improve their process and products. And 8. Public product. Students make their project work public by explaining, displaying, or presenting it to people beyond the classroom.
To sum up, the students' role in the project-based are 1. Determine their projects. Students encouraged to take full responsibility for their learning. This makes project-based a constructivist learning method. 2. Students work together. 3. The use of technology to communicate actively with teacher and peers. 4. Students' roles are to ask questions, build knowledge, and determine a real-world solution to the issue or question presented. 5. Project-based forces students to take ownership of their success, while the teacher's role acts as a facilitator. 1. They develop an atmosphere of shared responsibility while having the overall control of the learning. 2. Teachers regulate student success with transitional goals to ensure student projects remain focused and students have a deep understanding of the concept being investigated. 3. The ongoing assessment and feedback to ensure the student stays within the scope of the question and the course standard. And 4. Teacher evaluates the finished product and learning that it demonstrates. The implications of project-based language learning in education. Connecting academic situations to the real world is one of the largest benefits of project-based language learning. Overall, project-based encourages students to develop a balanced, diverse approach to solving real-world problems, both on their own learning or a group. Project-based prepares students for success in the real world like no other teaching style can. And that's it. I hope I have shared a little knowledge about the project-based and that surely we can apply as teachers for students' learning become active and increase student engagement. Thank you for watching.